Out of the historic second impeachment trial of former President Trump, it's less than 24 hours away now. We have new reporting here tonight on the case House prosecutors plan to make, leaning heavily on video of what members of Congress experienced, what they saw firsthand. And former President Trump, after telling his supporters to, quote, fight like hell, his lawyers tonight now saying he only used the word fight a handful of times and didn't mean it literally, calling all of this political theater. Rachel Scott up on the Hill tonight.
On the eve of Donald Trump's second impeachment trial, Democrats are sifting through video like these.
Donald Trump is still our president.
Preparing to use them to make their case. The former president is singularly responsible for the violence at the Capitol. In this video shot by New Yorker reporter Luke Mogelson, this group makes it clear who they believe sent them. The goal, to force senators, now jurors, to relive the chaos they witnessed on January 6th. Democrats argue Trump spent months laying the groundwork for the insurrection, and that the rioters were spurred on by his words that day.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
But in a 78-page brief, Trump's defense team says that was a political speech protected by the First Amendment. And of the over 10,000 words spoken, Mr. Trump used the word fight a little more than a handful of times. And he didn't mean it literally, calling the trial an act of political theater, insisting Trump did not direct anyone to commit lawless actions, and that those who did so of their own accord. But more than a dozen of those charged say they were following Trump's directions, like Jenna Ryan of Texas, who told station KTVT,
I thought I was following my president. I thought I was following what we were called to do.
Tonight, Trump's lawyers demanding the case be dismissed immediately, saying an impeachment trial for a former president is unconstitutional. But Democrats say Trump betrayed the American people while still in office, writing he has no valid excuse or defense for his actions, and his efforts to escape accountability are entirely unavailing.
So let's get right to Rachel Scott live up on the Hill again tonight. And Rachel, tomorrow, of course, the first day of this trial and the first several hours expected to center on this debate over whether the Senate trial of a former president is actually constitutional. This, of course, has never been done before, an impeachment trial of a former president. But Democrats tonight are trying to make the argument that there is precedent here.
Yeah, David, and Democrats had to go back nearly 150 years to the impeachment trial of 1876. It was held at the time for the Secretary of War who had already left office. Democrats say that sets precedent, but still those House impeachment managers face a significant challenge. Already 45 Republican senators have said the trial itself is unconstitutional, David.
We'll be watching that right along with you, Rachel. In the meantime, you're also following a breaking headline just as we're on tonight out of Georgia. The Secretary of State there officially launching an investigation into the former president, whether he violated the law when he made those phone calls pressuring elections officials. Of course, we all heard that audio where he said, I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Yeah, David, it was on one of those phone calls, as you said, that Trump asked the Republican Georgia Secretary of State to find nearly 12,000 votes to help him overturn President Joe Biden's victory. We know House impeachment managers are folding that into their case, but this development comes just hours before his second impeachment trial gets underway, David.
All right, Rachel Scott live on the Hill tonight. Rachel, thank you.